everybody. It's Hi everybody. It's Kathy Banfield. I am putting my earrings on today. I'm just wearing little gold hoops. And we are going to be talking about woven whispers. We're on day 5. We're going to talk about atomic bloom in more detail. If I can get my earrings on. I hope everybody had a really good weekend. It was actually really nice down in Delaware by the coast. We had a little bit of cooler weather, which was really nice. I went to a bingo, which is musical bingo, and we had Halloween costumes and all that kind of thing. All right, everybody got their coffee or their tea, and they're ready for me on day 5 of Woven Whispers, and we're going to focus on atomic bloom. For anybody that's coming in today and you don't know too much about who I am a local artist out of Sussex County, Delaware, and I retired down here in 2023. And my husband gets to go fishing, and I get to focus on art. And there are so many really cool art leagues down here between Rehoboth and Milton and Mispillion. And a lot of people down here really enjoy art. And they enjoy it in many different forms, between the visual that I do, music, and just there's a lot going on down here, so I really enjoy myself. And so yeah, I have a studio in my home, and I have panels behind me with the collection of Woven Whispers. It is 12 pieces, and so let's talk about atomic bloom. I want to talk a little bit about color with this particular piece. You'll notice that the color is fully saturated, and just meaning that it's dark and really rich. And you can see that there are very strong blues, a little bit of lavender and red, and a lighter shade like a gray lavender. The red is the fire, the passion. The blue is what grounds you, or what is cooler. It helps you stay balanced. And the neutrals just give air to the piece. So the reason I named it Atomic Bloom was because to me it reminds me of a mid-century piece of art. There's a lot of space around the art. The background is, I kept white so that it will be really crisp. And the red is the passion with the spikes and the really angular pieces of the drawing, where the blue, actually it really comes down towards the bottom of the piece. That adds the balance and the anchoring to the piece. And then the softness of the light lavender, just to kind of like hold it all together. How I talk about this piece is it has a mid-century vibe, and it has bold color with strong lines, a lot of emotion behind it, and you can tell as soon as you look at the piece. The red just jumps right out and speaks of passion, and then the blue really grounds it and holds it. But the shapes have a lot of movement between the angles and the round. So it's between passion, the pieces that ground you in the art, and then it gives a balance. So it's a very balanced piece of art with that angular, a little bit Moreauish, feel to it. He did a lot of angular pieces and pieces that had a lot of passion to them. I guess you could say this, you could see where there was frustration in the red, and then how the blue kind of starts to calm it down. And I think also you can just tell by the space, how many pieces of red, the smaller pieces of red, and then the larger pieces of the blue actually kind of holds it. And hopefully somebody will see that within themselves, where when they're frustrated or they're angry, and you can see that your emotions are just flying off in a million different places or pieces, and then there's always something that kind of grounds you, whether it's a person or a place in your house. It could even be a blanket, something as simple as that. It doesn't have to be complicated. Or your cat, you're petting your cat and that calms you down, or your puppy. I did want to talk about how color does represent emotion. And again, that is as simple as the red is anger and the blue is a calming effect. So I purposely picked those because it went with the drawing. And again, I did put a poll up on my Facebook to see how many people connected with art being art being able to express your emotions. And if you have time, please go look through my posts and fill that out. Hit that yes or no. That really does help me with my art. Just a reminder, these are created, all of these are created on 11 by 14 high quality archival paper. And the pens are archival, meaning that they should last quite a long time. And they are sealed with a wax so that you don't have to worry about the color fading in and of itself on that one. They all come with mats and a clear sleeve. And if you want to talk about frames, hey, just drop me a comment and let me know, and we can talk about putting them in a frame. I think that's it for today. I mean, that was fast. I feel like that was fast. I feel like I'm missing something. You know, if anybody has any comments, you know, let me know. You know, I'd love to have a conversation about the art. Again, a little bit of, you also get a bookmarker with this piece. You get a certificate that says it comes directly from me. I created it. You'll get a mystery print. You know, who knows what print you'll get in with the piece of original art. They're $2.25. And I do have payment plans. We can talk about that if you ever need to talk about that. Just leave a comment, drop me a comment, and we can have a conversation. I think that's it. Again, today was about atomic bloom, how it's mid-century inspired, and the colors are bold and vibrant, a lot of movement, a lot of passion, a lot of emotion. If you want to talk about it with me, you know, hit me up, make a comment. All you got to say is, I want to talk, or yes, anything, and I'll get in touch with you. Have a nice Monday, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks.